Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. And it is 1 day left. 1 day left, and it's about to be straight up go time. Listen, man, did anybody last night happen to catch those two ex-USC quarterbacks, JT Daniels and Keenan Slovers, absolutely put on a show last night? The Backyard Brawl was a crazy game, man. Wow, that was a heck of a way to really start off our college football week, man. This thing is on and popping, on and cracking, man. So listen, you guys hit me in the comment section on that one. Let me know if you guys seen that. Listen, I want to try to get it in 5 minutes, 5-minute review of Rice, what to expect. Listen, this weekend is going to be extremely hot weekend. And listen, if we don't know what to expect, especially as fans and as players, I think it could catch us off guard, especially as it relates to Rice, because I think they're more productive than what a lot of people lead us on to be. So I want to go over some stats with you real quick. I want to get in and out with this thing, and we'll make it happen, man. Rice is a team that, just like USC, they went 4-8 last year, and coincidentally, last year was the first time they've actually won 4 games since, I think, 2015. Their coach, Bloom, this guy is he has experience in the Pac-12, and he coached offensive line, and he coached, I think he was an offensive coordinator at Stanford. Coincidentally, they kind of run a similar style offense, which is a good thing for us, and kind of give us kind of like some extra work and preparation for the next week following this week, which is Stanford week. But I want to go over some stats, some surprising stats, because you guys know, I think I did a preview rather, of Rice, I think maybe a month ago, and it was just kind of a touching up preview, just kind of gave you my thoughts on what I think they were going to be and what they did against Arkansas. And you guys know Arkansas went 9-4 last year, and they had an extremely physical team. They finished out the season strong. Strong receivers at Arkansas, strong quarterback KJ Jefferson, and so with Rice, I think Rice is one of those teams, when they play a team like Arkansas at Arkansas last year, I think they're one of those teams that will just catch you off guard, being that it's your first game. I don't think they can sustain that throughout the year, but I think they can be one of those first-time playing teams that will catch you off guard. And so that's what I want to serve notice on today, is look at their stats, look on how they start a game, and look on how they did with Arkansas, who was a physical team, who was a good team and a good quarterback, and how they were able to have some success. And one of the reasons they were able to have success was ball control. They hold the ball for like 33 minutes per game on average, and that's big time in the nation. That's like 9th, 10th in the nation. So I want to go over these stats. I want you guys to look at this real quick. Check some of these stats out real quick.
So let's look at what exactly Rice did in the 2021 season. And as you can see here, Rice scoring offense, it was 21.5 points per game. Overall, that was 107 in the country. Total offense, every game they had 362 yards, 362.1 yards per game, which is equivalent to 96 overall in the country. You come and look at their passing offense. They had 211.7 yards per game, which is 87th in the country. Then we come over to the rushing offense, which was 150 yards, 0.4 yards per game, which was 76 overall in the country. Every game they did have a couple of turnovers, turnover committed, 22 turnovers lost, and they were tied for 107th, which that is absolutely terrible. The completion rate, 59.6, which is 78th overall. Sacks allowed per game, 2.33 per game, tied for 72nd in the country. First downs, 237, tied for 96 in the country. Third down conversion rate was 35.4, which is 100th in the country. In the red zone area, 73.7, which is 120th in the country. And then here's the big one here, which I don't think a lot of people even realize. Time of possession is 33 minutes per game, which is 9th in the country. Now, I think that is a big number right there, and that's something we have to look at when you're talking about ball control, because if we can't keep our offense on the field and we're keeping our defense on the field, I think with not a lot of depth like we would like to have, I think that can essentially pose problems, and we've seen that during the Arkansas game. But here's a 2021 preview of the Rice stats and the overall review of some of the things that they did throughout their season.
All right, so those are a couple of stats right there, and as you see, they had some success and they were pretty productive. And they got some receivers that they came in through the transfer portal. Man, they had 2 of them, and this is said to be the deepest receiving core that this coach has had since he's been there. So they got a receiver that came from Tulsa, which is, his name is Sam Crawford. He came from Tulsa, and coincidentally, I don't know if you guys remember this, but Tulsa had some success last year against Oklahoma. I remember watching that game last year. And so this receiver transferred over, a productive receiver. Now he's coming over to Rice, and he's going to be involved in this offense who already had success last year at the beginning of the season. And as well as you got a guy by the name of Isaiah Esdale from West Virginia. He transferred to Rice as well. So they got all these transfers that came in. And now you got 9 players from California on this team. I think one of the running backs, I think he's from Riverside, in Cali. And so now you got these guys. So you got transfers that came in, and you also got an experienced offensive line. And so that's going to give Corey Foreman on that side of the ball, Corey Foreman and Romello Height, these guys are going to give them some straight up work. And so if they want the work, if they want the practice, they about to get it. And their line is like averaging like 300-something pounds. These are some big guys. And so I know a lot of people make fun of Rice. I know a lot of people talk about him, but these guys were injury prone all the way from the beginning of the season. And they had to transfer Nebraska receiver McCaffrey. They actually had him playing quarterback. Now I think Wiley, the quarterback, is back. Moved McCaffrey back over to receiver. So this is what we got to look forward to. They were injury prone last year. Injury struck early in the season last year. And so listen, I just wanted to give you guys a brief preview of what to expect. I think we can outdo them, but I don't think we need to allow them to control the clock like they do, because like I said, they're 33rd in the country with ball control. I'm sorry, 10th in the country with ball control and with 33 minutes. And they're number 1 in Conference USA with the ball control. So you guys hit me in the comment section. You guys tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Listen, it's go time, man. It's go time. It's on and popping. It's on and cracking. One more day. Fight on, fight on, fight on.